Well, good evening and God bless you. It's Jay here with another Bible review for you. And this evening it is the Legacy Standard Bible PPR, or Portable Paragraph Reference Bible. So this particular Bible is coming in a midnight camo faux leather, which is Steadfast Bible's 316 Publishing. It's their version of True Tone, or their fake leather bindings. Now this PPR does come in 5 different faux leather options, and I have purchased this one, which is the Midnight Camo. It's got this kind of glimmering effect, which some people might like, some people might hate, but I personally do like it. It has stamped onto the cover into it the LSB logo. It has perimeter stitching, nothing on the spine, nothing on the back. Okay, so on the page edges it has a black, which the reason I got that is because it mitigates the sort of marks, the grubbiness that comes if it's white just from your fingers over time. So you might think, I think I've seen something like that before, and if you watch my channel you have, because previously I bought the cheaper compact LSB Bible, the compact, which is smaller. So smaller, it is a compact Bible, but what I liked about it was it's 8.5 font, which was very sharp, very clear, very readable. What I didn't like about it was, in order to keep it compact, there are no footnotes in this Bible, apart from for weights and measures. No footnotes of any textual nature, which is a downside. So anyway, this has led me on to this. Now this is a little larger. It's coming in at just under 7 inches by just under 5 inches, but it is quite thick at pretty much 1.5 inches thick. So it's quite a chunky Bible. But when we open it up, you will see it has that perimeter stitch. It has a vinyl paste down liner with reinforcement. And then once you get into it, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sides of matte cardstock upon which you could make any sort of notes that you wanted to make. Then you have one blank piece of 28 GSM Bible paper, followed by the first title page. So it's the Legacy Standard Bible, Portable Paragraph Reference, red letter, Steadfast Bibles, 316 Publishing. You can see that it's actually an update of the NASB 95. The typesetting is done by 2K Denmark, and it's printed and bound in Korea. What's missing? We're into the forward. So most Bibles by this time has had a presentation page of some sort. Some go a little over the top with births, deaths, marriages, baptisms, etc., etc., family trees, all of that. Some, well, all others that I've seen have at least one presentation page where you can write, whatever dedication you want to write. But this has no presentation page, but it does have all that cardstock upon which you could write any sort of presentation you wanted to. So unlike the compact, which has no forward, you have to go online to get that to save space, this has the full forward, which explains the features, the translation philosophy, the choices of the LSB translators as they worked from the NASB 95 edition. So that's very interesting information and worth reading. Then you've got explanations of this edition. You'll see that you do have red in this edition. So there is red for the page numbers, the books of the Bible, the running headers are all in red. So we've got abbreviations, special markings, books of the Bible, Old Testament title page. Then we're into Genesis. Okay, so double column, paragraph layout. You'll see that Genesis is in red. There's a red dividing line between the columns and a red line at the bottom. So under the red line, you have got the full 95,000 cross-references that come with the LSB, plus the full 14,000 translator footnotes that come with the LSB. So it really is a detailed reference Bible. And because of its portable size, it's very easy to take to church, to a Bible study, to anything like that. It's not compact, it is quite chunky, but it is not large. So it is something that you could quite easily take with you. Now what you will notice in this is, which I think is a great feature, is the verse numbers are really bolded. They kind of pop off the page amongst the text type because they are that large and they are that bold, and the letting space is really good. And although I always mention that the iPhone 13 makes the ghosting appear worse, it really is not bad on this GSM 28 GSM paper. It's one of the best I've seen actually for the opacity of the paper, which is very white, but it is line matched, which helps a lot. It is Smyth-sewn, which helps it to lie flat, and it is just a really attractive 2K Denmark 9.5 font. So it's really large font for the size of Bible. Plus, the footnotes are in a large and readable font too. You've got the little red accent where a new chapter begins, and it always gives you the chapter plus the verse. So you know I want chapter 12 verse 4. There it is. You don't mix up chapter 11 verse 4, chapter 12 verse 4, because you always have chapter and verse. So the footnotes are easy to use and really plentiful. When you think about it, the ESV full system has about 80,000 cross-references. The NKJV has about 72,000. So at 95, this is way ahead in terms of the amount of cross-references and textual footnotes. If you're interested in a reference Bible, this has got a lot to offer. Okay, so when we go to the Psalms, they are in a poetic setting. And looking at Psalm 34, which is a psalm which is a Hebrew acrostic psalm where every verse begins with a letter of the Hebrew alphabet going through the Hebrew alphabet. In this Bible, you get the Hebrew alphabet above the verse, and it's in red. So that is just an attractive feature. It's interesting, and it just makes you immediately realize that this psalm is one of those acrostic psalms. So the compact version also follows that pattern in Psalm 34, but it's purely in black. Not all Bible versions do this. So if I look at this is my wife's ESV compact large print edition in True Tone pink. So it's an 8-point font as opposed to 9.5, but it is a similar size footprint wise, but it's thinner. It has no references, but it does have footnotes. But if we look at Psalm 34 in the ESV, you know, there's nothing to tell you it's an acrostic psalm with the Hebrew alphabet. Now, I know it's inserted, but I think it's just a useful and nice thing that they've done. If I look at my NKJV Pit Minion, footprint-wise, the Pit Minion is actually just marginally larger, not much at all, but obviously it's way thinner you know, it's less than half the thickness. And this font is 6.75, so it's a way smaller font. But if we look at Psalm 34 in the NKJV, which has a lot of footnotes, textual footnotes, I was kind of expecting to find the information about Psalm 34 in the NKJV as being a Hebrew acrostic, but I'm not seeing it in here. So I think that is just an attention to detail, which is just useful to have and attractive to see. Don't know what your thoughts are on that. One thing they've done in this, which saves space, is they don't start every new book on a new page. So where one book finishes, the next book starts. There's no sort of blank space at the bottom while you're waiting to turn the page to the next book. So that's not so good in a way. There's not much space to make notes in this Bible. There's plenty letting space to underline or highlight, but if you were looking to take notes, you would be struggling a bit. So anyway, we get through to the New Testament, where you can see that it is a red letter edition, which, although not my preference, this red letter is actually quite vibrant. And normally I find, to my eye, the black seems to stand out more than the red in the text. But this is probably, the red stands out more because it is quite a vibrant red. But the verse numbers remain in black, so the verse numbers really pop off the page. So it is very easy to find those verse numbers in the red sections. Okay, so then when we get towards the end of the Bible, you can see that that Smyth-sewn binding, it's lying flat. You know, it's the fake leathers normally want to close, but even in Revelation, it's lying flat. And the more I use this, I know it will become more and more easy to stay flat. So right at the end there, we've got monetary units, weights and measures, followed by 2 blank 28 GSM pages, followed by 8 pretty standard glossy maps. No concordance, which is absolutely fine. No need for one in a portable reference Bible, I don't think, myself. And there it is, the Legacy Standard PPR, Portable Paragraph Reference Bible. I think it's really good. It's available in 5 colours, and it costs $45 at the moment if you were to buy it straight from 316 Publishing Steadfast Bibles. In the UK, where I bought this, it's £43, so you're getting a better deal in the US if you buy it there. Now, I did really, and I do really like this so much, in fact, that I did order another one which can only be purchased in the USA, and that came to me delivered by FedEx. It took 3 days to get from the USA to the UK, and that is the Portable Paragraph Reference Bible Premium Edition. It's Italian patina brown, edge-lined cowhide with a full yap. But I will do another review of this, because this takes things to another level in terms of the quality. And this is printed and bound by Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands, and you can tell the difference. So I will look at this in another video and do a comparison. So if you're appreciating this, please give me a thumbs up, a subscription, and press the notification bell if you want to be alerted to any other videos that I do. But God bless you. I hope you have a really great day wherever you are. Thank you. Bye bye now.